The more I spend time with how much God values me, the more I learn how to value myself the way the masters of light and God value me, which then allows me to no longer, create these codependent relationships with other people where they are devaluing me to teach me through that painful experience of being devalued how much I need to value myself. You see how we externalize those fears and those addictions? It's like the more you come into this source relationship through your heart, you open up to how Sophia, God values you. And that starts to create new neurological pathways within your body, heart, and mind of like, oh, well, what would it feel like to value myself enough that I can create new relationship dynamics, both with the people in my life, as well as the new people, new relationships that I'd like to bring in? Well, that's where the teachings of the thorn come in to play with the teachings of the rose. It's like there's a reason why such a beautiful rose has thorns. Why is that? Well, thorns cause people to really think about how they're going to treat that rose. I mean, you don't even have to touch the thorn to identify how much respect you need to practice when you are handling a rose. You understand that something very, very beautiful is being protected by something that's not aggressive. The thorns are not aggressive. They may feel aggressive when you go and touch them and they pierce your skin, but ultimately the thorns are simply there declaring, I am here and I am protecting the beauty of this rose. Isn't that beautiful? They're not aggressive, they're not defensive, they simply exist. And that's what clear, safe, emotional boundaries are through sovereignty. They're not aggressive and they're not defensive, but they are gentle, firm, and lovingly communicate if somebody has crossed a boundary with the depth of what you're giving in your beauty and your heart space and the love that you want to be offering this world. Is just like, have your boundaries been crossed with your body? Are your boundaries being crossed with what you can emotionally give? Are your boundaries being crossed with what you spiritually give? Are you crossing boundaries with what you're taking? It's like the teachings of the rose include this special element of the thorn. It's just like, this is why I love Mother Mary. She's just like, we're not just talking about the beauty of your heart. Well, we're also talking about your sovereign responsibility to take care of your heart, to let people know through clear communication, oh, that's a boundary for me. That's asking too much of me. Maybe not tomorrow, but today it is. And thank you so much for asking, but I can't give that to you today. A no can be just as healing for others as a yes. It's just like sometimes it's more so. I used to be shocked by it. Now I'm no longer shocked by it. Like there's so many light workers that struggle with clear communicated boundaries. They struggle with articulating what works for them and what doesn't work for them. And it's because we've been so conditioned. People have taken advantage of us as living angels in human form, and they've conditioned us to just give it all away. Just like punish us to just, to devalue ourselves because they don't value themselves. It's like we are not here to base how we love ourselves on how other people love themselves, because most people have a lot to learn around that. We've got to, this is one of the profound ways that I've mentored with Mother Mary. She's just like, hey, are you loving yourself enough in this moment? Or are you letting that person walk all over you because you're afraid to articulate what's really going on? Because that's love too. That's unconditional love too. It's when we are willing to be very clear with what we are witnessing through the truth of our heart that something is off. Something isn't working for us. And we don't have to explain it for it to be right or wrong. It's just not working for your heart. It's a boundary. And you can bless that person or that situation to prosper elsewhere. And you don't have to be wrong about your boundary. Like a rose is not there apologizing for her thorns. She's saying, these thorns are here to protect how beautiful I am. I want to live as long as I can as this perfect bloom that's blessing the eyes and hearts of those who behold me. Boom. A rose has no problem with that part of her body.